So yeah, we're going to talk about Trails in the Sky. So this is originally a game that was released on Windows back in 2004. So this game is 20 years old now. So as I said, it was originally launched on Windows in 2004, and then it was later in 2011 or something like that. It was released on the PSP, and then it was later released on the PS Vita, and there were HD versions released on the PS3 and Steam. And that's actually how I heard about this game was when I got my PS Vita. There were a bunch of games on there that I wanted to play, and for whatever reason, this one just stood out to me as just the kind of game that I would love to play. It's a traditional JRPG. You have your party system, you're going around, it's turn-based. So this was the kind of game that I would really want to play. I looked into it, never got around to buying it, but just always in the back of my mind. And at Nintendo Direct, they released a short little clip about a remake. It's a remake. So this one's the first one was top down and whatnot. This one's fully 3D. This is a full on remake. It looks like it's still going to be turn based, although it looks like there is maybe some movement that you can have in the battles. Maybe like before or after an attack, you can move your characters around a little bit. There, if the in the original story, I'm sure that they're keeping basically the same. This seems to be more like the Secret of Mana remake rather than the Final Fantasy VII remake, where they're sticking to the original story and they're basically just updating it for modern graphics, maybe a few quality of life improvements for how combat is handled or that sort of thing. But basically, just this is a new way to play the old game for younger gamers, and they feel that the old way is just a little bit too hard to get into. We'll have it a little bit updated there. So it's not too long. It's got a prologue and 4 chapters, 8 playable characters that rotate in and out of your party throughout the story. So it's not like you get your one party and choose who you want. You just actually they come in and they come out. It was released, like I said, on Steam. There was an HD version, which has a very positive rating. So a lot of people like this. And it will be on the Nintendo Switch. It's coming out in 2025. We're not quite sure if it's coming to any other consoles yet because it was debuted at Nintendo Direct. As I said, the original was on the PSP and the Vita and the PS3. So it does have a history with PlayStation, but we'll see if this one gets ported to other systems as well. And yeah, it's actually part of a much larger trilogy. This is, as I said, this is called Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. So Legends of Heroes is a much larger franchise like Final Fantasy, where they have at least 20 games now. And this is a trilogy within the larger franchise. Yeah, if you're looking for kind of a old-fashioned, traditional, slice of life, easygoing JRPG, if a lot of games coming out these days are grimdark. We used to have those kind of like bubbly, happier games. If you're looking for something like that, a little light, then yeah, take a look at this one and maybe look into getting it when it comes out in 2025. I occasionally, I don't know why this happens to me, but occasionally I'll just walk past a game and in the store, it used to be in the store, or I'll be scrolling through. Occasionally, I'll just go to the PlayStation Store or whatever, or Steam, and I'll just scroll. And occasionally, just for whatever reason, a title or a name or a picture catches my eye, and for whatever reason, my brain latches onto that game, and I remember it. And other ones I just blaze on by. Valkyria Chronicles was the same thing, where I remember when we went back to the States when I first came to Taiwan, the first time I went back to visit my parents, I remember I was walking through a Best Buy and I saw this game and I was like, "Huh, I wanna play this game." And I didn't buy it, and then a lot later, I saw it again and I was like, "That was the game I saw in Best Buy," and I picked it up and it was Valkyria Chronicles, and I absolutely loved it, and it was fantastic, and occasionally a game just grabs me like that, and this was just one of those ones that grabbed me. I never like I said, I never played it, but it's one that I've always had my eye on. I've done some watched some videos of other people playing it, and, yeah, this is one that I've always wanted to play and just never got around to.